At a gathering a few years ago, a friend of mine, who then was young, single, and great at questioning the status quo, confidently stated, "I just don't know about having kids. It just seems like a poor financial decision to me." The others of us in the room were mostly older, married parents, and we chuckled at his position. We responded with phrases like, "But you'll be missing out on one of the best parts of life. And while it's initially expensive, later in life, your kids may take care of you." Now, it's about a decade later, and that friend is the father of 3 kids and spends time each week tutoring impoverished children who do not speak English as their first language. You know, there's also a parallel narrative in America these days that's questioning the value of college. Primarily, opponents of a college education contend that it just seems like a poor financial decision to them. Hi, I'm Dr. Mac Adkins, founder and Chief Academic Officer for SmarterServices. While I admit that I'm biased as both a parent and a lifelong learner, in this blog I will reflect on the value proposition of higher education and how the SmarterMeasure Learning Readiness Indicator can inform individuals as they are making the decision that is right for them regarding college. Let's just face it, the cost of raising a child and attending college are both expensive. The Washington Post reported on data from the U.S. Agricultural Department that the average annual cost of raising a child in the U.S. is $17,000 per year. Also, according to the Education Data Initiative, the average annual cost of attendance for a student living on campus at a public 4-year institution is $26,000 per year. So, how do you decide if making either of these financial commitments is right for you and your family? Just like my friend questioned the financial wisdom of having a child, there's growing sentiment that the investment in college may not be worth it. According to National Public Radio, the share of U.S. adults who believe colleges and universities have a positive impact on the country has dropped by 14 percentage points since 2020. This attitude is reflected in college completion figures. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, between the fall of 2010 and the fall of 2021, total undergraduate enrollment in degree-granting post-secondary institutions decreased by 15%. The potential long-term socioeconomic impacts of these attitudinal and enrollment declines could be substantial, not only individually, but collectively as a society. Consider these figures. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, individuals without a college degree are about 40% more likely to be unemployed. According to the American Association of Community Colleges, more than 13% of people over the age of 25 with a high school diploma but no college live in poverty. That's compared to just 4% of people who have learned at least a bachelor's degree. According to the College Board, those who graduate high school but do not go to college are 2 times more likely to receive Medicaid benefits and are 4 times more likely to use food stamps and need public housing. The individual and collective impacts of limited education are not only financial. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, people without college educations are less likely to vote. According to the College Board, persons without a higher education are less likely to volunteer. As reported in the New York Times, research suggests that early mortality rates of people with at least some college are less than half of those who never attended college. That research also indicated that people with greater educational attainment suffer less anxiety and depression and fewer serious health conditions like cardiovascular disease and diabetes. In addition to these financial, social, and health-related benefits, there are other rewards for going to college. First is expanded career opportunities. One of the most commonly stated reasons for pursuing higher education is the potential for increased job prospects and a better earning potential across a wider range of industries. It truly can be the difference between a job and a career. Next is skill development. College can provide an environment for persons to develop essential skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, communication, and teamwork. These skills are highly sought after by employers in many fields and can significantly enhance long-term career success. Also, there is networking opportunities. The collegiate experience offers a unique opportunity to build a strong professional network, which can lead to valuable connections and future career opportunities. Finally is cultural exposure. College is not just about academic learning. It also provides a platform for personal growth and exposure to diverse perspectives, leading to more open-mindedness with less bias and racism. But even with all of these benefits, there are still some significant considerations before investing one's time and money into the college experience. First is rising tuition cost. College tuition fees have been skyrocketing, outpacing inflation rates for many years. This exponential increase has resulted in significant financial burdens for students and their families. The accumulation of student loan debt has become a major concern, potentially delaying major life milestones such as marriage, home ownership, and retirement savings. Next is the reality of alternative pathways. While a college degree has traditionally been seen as a prerequisite for many professions, there is a growing recognition of alternative pathways to success. Vocational training, apprenticeships, and entrepreneurship are gaining popularity as viable alternatives to a traditional college education. And there's also an uncertain return on investment. Despite the advantages of a college degree, there is no guarantee of immediate job placement or high-paying employment upon graduation. Economic factors, evolving job demands, and the oversaturation of certain fields can lead to underemployment or difficulty finding employment directly related to one's major. Another important consideration is goodness of fit. For some persons, the process of extended studying just does not seem to be a good fit for them. Succeeding in college requires an internal set of dispositions such as motivation, control over procrastination, and willingness to ask for help, coupled with skill sets such as computing skills, reading skills, as well as academic abilities, especially in math and writing. While the socioeconomic factors are certainly a driving factor in the decision to invest in college, they're typically not the reasons why students drop out of college. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation found that most students drop out of college because of availability of time, lack of support from family and employers, and lack of discipline coupled with other non-cognitive factors. So, how can a person know if college is a good fit for them? Well, that's exactly what the SmarterMeasure Learning Readiness Indicator is designed to do. It's an online personality survey that helps a person recognize their strengths and identify opportunities for growth. Since 2002, over 6.5 million students from over 1,000 institutions have taken the assessment. Not only does it enhance self-worth and awareness for the student, but students are able to identify at-risk learners who may need support. Students immediately receive a colorful and graphical score report that helps them understand their position and be informed about student support services their school provides. Some schools make the assessment available to prospective students. Others integrate it into the admissions process. Some position it in an orientation course or a first-year experience program. If your school would like to learn more about how it can use SmarterMeasure to help students make a more personally informed decision about college, reach out to us today.